The market barely moved today, super boring. Dow slipped 0.02%, S&P 500 inched up 0.03% for a new all-time high. Nasdaq dipped 0.01% and the Russell 2000 pulled back 1.24%. NYSE breadth negative 2.81 to 1. Nasdaq breadth negative 2.09 to 1. NYSE volume 9.83 billion shares traded, and the Nasdaq 15.9 billion shares traded. Financials, healthcare, and consumer discretionary led, while industrials, materials, and consumer staples lagged. The 2-year yield was up 5 basis points to 3.73%. Short-end rates rose as hotter PPI trimmed bets on an aggressive September cut. 10-year yield up 5 basis points to 4.28%. Long-end yields followed, reflecting higher inflation expectation. And the 30-year yield was up 5 basis points to 4.87. The move steepened the curve slightly as bond traders priced in a persistent price pressure. Index was up 0.38%. It came on the back of rising yields and better than expected jobless claims. Euro was down 0.47%. WTI crude up 2.19% to $64.02. Oil rallied on tighter supply expectations and steady demand data. Gold was down 0.71% to $3,384.20. Precious metals fell as higher yields and a stronger dollar reduced appeal. Bitcoin futures were down 3.9%. Crypto sold off following comments that the US won't expand government crypto holdings. A hotter than expected July PPI. It was up 0.9% month over month versus 0.2% estimated, was the main macro headline, driven largely by a 1.1% jump in services prices. Jobless claims came in better than expected at 224,000. Rates moved higher across the curve as traders trimmed bets on a 50 basis point September Fed cut, though markets are still pricing in over a 90% chance of a 25 basis point cut. Friday brings July retail sales at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, expected to rise 0.5% after June's 0.6% gain, along with import prices. Empire State Manufacturing, industrial production, business inventories, and preliminary University of Michigan sentiment for August. The Trump-Putin summit will be closely watched for geopolitical risk, while tariff and inflation impacts on consumer spending will be in focus. Let's pray for a peaceful outcome. Even with today's flat close, macro catalysts are stacked for Friday. Retail sales will test the resilience of the consumer, and any headlines from the Trump-Putin meeting could move risk assets heading into the weekend. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stay profitable. I'll see you tomorrow morning. God bless.